Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Midas Mode 2 blog. Badway Midas Mode 2 blog. How y'all doing? It's me, Sir Action Slacks, here live. I have a camera this time. I actually have it on. I don't know why I have it on, to be honest with you. I was making videos all day, so it was already set up. So I just slapped that bad boy on here. Sorry, you're going to have to deal with my voice the entire time. Anyway, welcome to the blog. A lot has changed. TI is over. And y'all know what that means. From this day, the 1st. Whoa, Jesus. My shit's blowing up right here. Hey, somebody just subscribed to Patreon. Hey-oh. Anyway, so from this day till September 24th, it is all day, every day Midas Mode 2. Not just for me, but for the whole Moonduck squad. No distractions, nothing else. This is all it is. Months of work, 9 months of grinding, and we are here at the final steps. Everything needs to start coming together. Everything needs to start getting finalized. So you're going to see a lot more blogs because we got a lot of shit to do. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into what has changed. Thank you for subbing. So, first things first.
Opening parenthesis,
let's go over the bad. These beautiful sponsors, Betway, Malwarebytes, and Hotspawn, locked in. They're good. We had 3 other ones. And we had 2 other ones. And we had 1 other one. And then we had a lot of problems. Some people that will not be named decided to vamoose from Midas Mode 2 for whatever reason. And we were in a very, very bad spot. But fortunately for us, a hero came out from the darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, you might remember them. They're back! It's a Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, baby! We going back to space! Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex is back, mother suckers! They came back, baby! We're going back to the moon! I cannot believe it. I love the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, and they have thought in their hearts to go with us again. We have a new sponsor. We're bringing them back. We're going to bring the spacesuit. We're going to bring in everything. We went to the moon once. We're going again, baby. We're going to Mars. So, very exciting stuff. Probably one of the best sponsor relationships I've ever had. These guys have been just a blast to work with in the past, and I cannot wait to get the word out about Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex again. I love you, NASA. I love the moon. I love you, Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Boom, baby. It is the Disneyland of nerds, and we're back in business. So, thank you, Kennedy, for coming back. We're going to have a full trailer out for them soon, so hush, hush. You blog watchers, keep it on the DL, okay? Don't tell everybody. Pause. Oh, God. I'll definitely edit that out. Woo! So, we are okay. Things were... Ooh, it was going to be a lot like last year, where the talent got paid nothing. Me and my boy Ziori took big hits last year to make sure that our talent could get paid. Oh my God. The Morbin Mask. We're going to take care of you, buddy. A lot of the Indiegogos that were going well, Ti took a big chunk out of all of our time. All of us went back in, and we all... we're going back on those Indiegogos now. But time is back. We are back. We are okay. We were in the red for a while. People weren't going to get paid. Food was not going to be eaten. Now, boys, we are back in the grayish. If we could get one more sponsor right here in the next 24 days, for the first time in history, we will be in the green. But right now, we straighten the gray. That means that I can pay talent. I can get all the goodie bags I want for the fans. Everything will be good. But Daddy wants to get in that green, so I'm still on the hunt. If you're watching Elon Musk, I've written you so many tweets just once in your goddamn life. Right back. I saw the video where that car exploded twice, and I didn't tell anybody about it, but if I don't hear something from you soon, I'm going to fucking retweet that shit. All right? Anyway, so we're on the hunt for the last sponsor for Midas Mode that would actually turn this into an event where it is not terrifying to put on. But we've got a lot more to be afraid of. You see, the time has finally come to get teams. Oi. Okay, guys. Let's start off from zero. Dota 2. Trying to make a tournament in Dota 2 that's not a major is a terrifying prospect. Here's what happened last Midas mode. We picked out our time for Midas mode. Everything was good. We were happy. We slated it in. Thank you, the coward. Things were looking good. And then, out of nowhere, my friends, a Dota 2 minor took the same dates as us. Very scary for us. Viewership was nearly cut in half. People decided to stay up and watch Perfect World Minor, or they watched Midas mode. Very scary stuff. What happened to the chat? You guys all right? Jesus. You guys okay? Ga? You're just shocked by Ga? Am I still online? There we go. Anyway, so it's a scary world. And why is it? It's because the Dota 2 world is extremely competitive, and nobody has any communication about this shit. People say, okay, maybe we can make community calendars, and every one of us, like tournament organizers, can go on this calendar. Are those calendars the word of God? I don't know. No, events just come up out of nowhere. Events come up out of nowhere that could destroy your entire event. It's very frightening. So, let's talk about our planning. Why did we decide to make... Oh, God. Hold on. I can figure this out. Hold on. Where? Up. Up. No, that's not... Up. Okay, we're going to need to get rid of everything. Up. Hold on. Up. Why did we decide to make it September 24th through October 2nd? What a great question. What the hell is that? Where are you guys? There we go. Why did we decide to make it in that? There is only 2 periods in the entire year in the Dota 2 calendar that you are not going to get fucked no matter what happens. Every single date for the rest of the year, a Dota 2 major could just slam on your ass and then everything's gone. Your tier 1 teams pull out. Your audience pulls out. Your sponsors pull out. Disaster. And there's no preventing it. Throughout the entire year, you have no idea when someone's just going to appear and destroy everything. Except for 2 times. Are you guys ready? July. July is dead because everyone is getting ready for the international. There's no major tournaments. There's nothing big. After the last major, this year is Epicenter. After that, we're safe. No one's going to play. But here's the thing about July. The teams are also not going to play. They're trying to get ready for TI. So you have to really plan. You have to get something crazy with those teams. And for me, too risky. Our original date was in early July. We pulled back because we were afraid teams were going to sign up, then pull out. Only other time. September. This is after TI. Everyone needs to take a break. They need to go on vacation. Nobody wants to throw a tier 1 tournament early September. So, our date, the last week of September, extremely strategical. Right after, hopefully, people are done with their vacations, right before the first major. But there is also a catch with September. Do teams exist? This is the scariest prospect. Before TI, teams are very solid, and we know what's going to happen. After TI is fucking madness. I don't know if you guys have been on the Reddit thread for the, swapping of teams. How many comments does that bad boy now have? 13,000 comments. I don't know what goddamn teams still exist anymore. The teams don't even know what exists anymore. We don't even know if the orgs exist anymore. It's goddamn craziness. However, you have 2 choices. You can either have nothingness, in between hell and heaven, purgatory of July, or you could have the utter insanity and chaos of September. So that is what we went for. I thrive in chaos, baby. Oh, thank you, Mr. Random Dota Guy. So, here we are. In madness. Now, I have talked to every single tier 1 team for the last 9 months, talking to them about Midas mode, including Chinese teams, Southeast Asian teams, everybody. And I got a lot of verbal, yes, we're interested, but we don't know what's going to happen till TI. We have no idea what's happening at TI. Everybody knows that. So, today was the day that we went and started cashing in on those verbal agreements, those verbal promises, and we decided it was time to start asking people to actually go. Now, why is this important? Teams, why do they matter? Do we really need to talk about this? Teams matter because that is 100% of the viewership in Dota 2. You've got to have tier 1 teams. It's a very weird esports. The Wakanda of esports is us, and it's not always really that way. A lot of people, they like underdogs. They like tier 2. They like the college football, the college basketball, not Dota. Why? Because we're the best game in the world. We know it. We know that only the top level people play Dota, and we want to watch the top of the top of the top. We only care about the tier 1s, and it's part of our identity. If we gave a shit about tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, we'd be playing League, because that's where tier 4 Dota players live, not with us. Is that the right thing to do? Absolutely not. That's fucked up. That's how we die. That's how the whole fucking system burns around us. But is it coded into our nature? Yes. We love the international. Somebody wins 10 majors, whoop-de-doo, win the international. That's what matters, the big one. So, I, as a simple man, cannot change this, although it should be changed. Valve should change it, or we're all going to eventually die, and we'll have to play Dota 2 on the Epic Game Store. But for now, that's the way it is. So that means that we need the tier 1 teams. If we don't get tier 1 teams, ain't nobody watching Midas mode, no matter how exciting it is, no matter how much the community loves us. That's Dota. So, where did it come from? Where was my idea of what teams to invite? Pretty simple. I opened up Ti9 Dota 2 wiki, and I went down the list inviting as many as I goddamn could. Not only that, but we do have a couple benefits being outside of the TI zone. For one, a lot of these teams are breaking up and they're making exciting new stacks. Now, what's one good thing is that orgs mean it's weird. They kind of mean something, but they kind of don't in the world of Dota. OG 2 years ago, 3 years ago is completely different from OG now. I mean, excuse me, EG. That's literally the one team that you can't say that. EG 4 years ago, EG now, completely different. People like to watch not only orgs, but they also like to watch players, which gives us a little bit of wiggle room. So let's say that new Eternal Envy stack. People would probably watch that. Eternal Envy's a big name. They're not an org, but that would work. In a lot of other esports, that is not the case. EG, I don't think it matters who's on that team. It's EG, that's a big org. It will be good, it will be exciting. So one thing that we do have going for us is that with this new time, with this chaotic time of people swapping rosters, getting new teams together, it's going to be exciting to see how these new teams play, and we are the first tournament. I guess maybe I shouldn't say that. I always tell you guys, there's one other tournament organizer that I like. They're in the weeds with me. They're grappling at what they can. And that's WePlay. WePlay does great stage design. They're all about themes, and they have the same idea as me. They have a tournament called the Reshuffle Madness happening almost at the same time as Midas mode. Oh, God. Woo! Cutting that out. Woo! So, yes, I'm not the only one who could think of this stuff. Us little tier 3 tournament organizers, we're all fucking digging in the dirt trying to find anything that works. So, that is our only competition right now is WePlay. Now, everything could still get fucked. For one, I have no idea when the major qualifiers are going to be. And if they want to slap that big old ding-dong on us on our date, we're right. We got the WePlay Madness that was just announced 2 weeks ago. We got Midas mode, and we have the question mark of the major qualifiers. If the major decides to punk us in the middle, what do we do? Nothing. We're fucked. That is also a bad thing about the Dota 2 scene. There is zero accountability for promises. Let's look at Dream League. How many tier 1 teams have dropped out of Dream League like that? Years and years after. There's nothing you can do. Remember MP when they dropped out of Dream League? And Dream League said, NP is banned for life for all Dream Leagues in the future. Well, Dream League didn't exist in fucking 3 months. It doesn't matter. There's no accountability. People can promise things, they can bail, they can do whatever they want. So, that is why we didn't have anybody promise before TI. because promises mean nothing in Dota. Nothing means nothing. It is just who can you do and when, and who can you beg. So, cutting that out, sorry. Woo! So we are in the dirt right now. We are trying to get these new squads that are forming. We're trying to contact these orgs that are existing, and we are trying to get these teams locked in. Because we could have promised all these teams this whole time. We could have lied to the fans. But in all honesty, there is no way to stop anyone from dropping out of this tournament. So we had to do it now. Oh, I thought that was a new up. I saw 4 paths, and I thought that was about the 4 spirit. You got me? I don't know what the fuck that was. But I thought there was new lore, and I almost had a goddamn heart attack. So, thank you. I'll have to edit that out. I'm going to have to edit the shit out of this video. Okay, back we go. 3, 2, 1, boom. So, let's talk about the process of getting teams. It's a tough process. For one, there's no, like, official team place. You don't just go on a Discord and say, hey, anybody want to come to my tournament? I mean, you could, but you're probably going to get kicked out of the Discord. You got to go through the connections. If there's anything I can tell you guys, if you ever want to get good and big in esports, you got to have a Twitter, okay? I don't know what it is, but Dota 2 esports revolves around Twitter. And I'm going to teach you guys a very, very big secret. Just tweet all the time at people that you want to get close to, just random garbage. Tweet whatever you want. Here's the thing about esports. You meet so many goddamn people, you have no idea where you met those people from. But if you can recognize their face, you say, I know this guy from somewhere. And half the time, they remember your face because it's your Twitter profile. So go on Twitter and tweet about random shit as much as possible. And then maybe when you meet that person in real life, you just go up and you say, oh, hey, how's it going, John? And they go, hey, you, good to see ya. And then you're in, baby, you're in. So, yes, literally every single connection that I have had for Midas Mode 2, I have been randomly tweeting players, managers, owners, asking to get their information. So, let's go over how exactly you can convince a team to come to your tournament. Because, of course, that's why I'm doing the blogs. If anyone ever wants to make another tournament in the future, hopefully be a step-by-step guide. Number 1, what motivates teams? Is it fans? Is it prestige? Is it, no. Sorry, it's money. Money, money, money. That is their number 1. If you can raise enough money, it doesn't goddamn matter what your tournament is. It could be you and grandma playing in the basement. If fucking Puppy gets to make $4 million, he'll be there. He doesn't care. Money. Do we have money at Midas Mode? We got a little bit. We got some. No, that was 2 of our plays. Our 2 plays for this tournament were make a ton of money and convince Tier 1 teams to go, or the hard one, which is, you know, community love and fun. So we have to go for option 2. We have to try to convince the teams that the community likes this tournament, that it's made for the community, by the community, with the community. Yeah. And guess what? That's the way it fucking should be. Sorry, you money-hungry players, but we built you. These fans built you, so you should be playing for them, is what I tell the teams. I do believe it, though. You guys made me. I have literally 0 talents, but I'm here because of you. So, anyway, we have to go for option 2. We have to say, guys, here's $50,000. This is game-changing money for any other person in the entire world except for you. For you, it's a McDonald's McGriddle. Please take my McGriddle for the community. So, that's going to be tough. A lot of Tier 1 teams out there, you know, they pretend they care about the community. They're all, oh, I love the community. They don't fucking care. They want that money. 50K, there's 150K over 3 regions. Excuse me. So okay, $150,000. I'd like to see you raise $150,000 in 9 months, okay? That shit was hard. Don't laugh at me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shit's tough. So, anyway, we did what we could. We got that money, and now it is going to be a mix of, hey, guys, we got money. We got community love. It's very short. That's another thing. Time management. We have to figure out a way to convince these teams, yo, this isn't the worst thing in the world. So let's go ahead and take a look at some graphics here for you guys. So, one thing that I'm mentioning to teams is the schedule. Now, the schedule is another way that I'm trying to convince teams to come to this bad boy. Make this big for you. Schedule. If we do this correctly, Midas Mode 2 should be a 4-team round robin in the group stage. That means that every single team plays against each other once. The loser of that is eliminated from Midas Mode. The winner of that goes straight to the grand finals. Second and third place, they play in the semifinals, and they move on. Boom, shakalaka. What does that mean for us? It means that we get a lot of games. What does that mean for the teams? They actually don't have to play that much. If a team bows out of Midas Mode and they lose every match, they have to play 3 best-of-3s. What is that? We can almost do that in one day. So, talking to teams and saying, guys, this is not a big commitment. It is one day, potentially. Can you spare one goddamn day for the community? That's nice. Yeah, so trying to find ways to convince the teams, guys, there's not a lot going on. It's one day, and then making sure that you try to get that time correctly. Last year, a lot of people asked, why did we have the same teams playing on the same days? For example, we had, I think, Navi one day. They had to play 4 games in one day. Well, guess what? That's because that was the only day that they were available for Midas Mode 1. That's what you have to do when you're a Tier 3 tournament organizer with $50,000 instead of $1 million. You got to try to work with these guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're telling the teams that, you know, we're flexible. We love you. It's not a big commitment. You got some money. Get community goodwill. That's what we're about. It's a lot of work. If I had $1 million, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can say, oh, sorry, you got to play 18 games a day. And you can only have one person per team. You go crazy. But when you're, when you're down here among the plebs, you got to try to, do as much work as you can. So, bye, sweetie. Other things. I guess I was supposed to show you this graphic for that. So, this is what we are trying to do to convince the teams as well that the tournament is something that they may want to be a part of. Look at this beautiful schedule. NA teams slamming them down on the 24th and 25th. EU teams on that day. EUNA. This yellow segment is the finals and the semifinals. Then we go straight into China. Look how uniform that is. When I sell this to teams, I get to say, guys, it's 2 days, 24th and 26th. And if you win, you got to come for some other days. But it's 2 days, you know? Why even bother with non-EU teams? Nani? This is a world, brother. Okay? That's esports. This ain't traditional sports. This isn't football. And everyone's in the EU kicking around the football. Alright? Esports is the world. I play on US East. You know how many goddamn people from around the world I meet every single day? I can't speak the language. There's languages I couldn't imagine I've heard on US East. But I still play with them because it's a global game, baby. That's what we're about. No one wants to watch Chinese teams? False. China does. I was just at TI, in fact. And let me tell you, they love Chinese teams. Not the other one. Anyway. So, yeah. We're hoping to get as many teams as possible. We're hoping to get as many regions as possible. We're hoping to have this opened up as much as possible so the world itself can come and enjoy it. That is why I am doing Midas Mode International. I am very passionate about the international community. That is why on September 29th, we are going from the EU Grand Finals into the first match of the international region and staying up all night. That is why. Because it's fun. Because we want to appeal to the entire world because esports is global. So, passionate about that shit. Don't fuck with me. Anyway, what the hell were we talking about? Oh, right. contacting teams and trying to figure out how to do it. So, let's see. I already told you how to get in contact with teams. To get in contact with teams, you follow them on Twitter, you find out who they are, you try to build relationships with them as much as possible, you send them your information, and you pray to God that you didn't say anything stupid. How to convince teams. You either have a lot of money, or you have a lot of other reasons they should play. Or you have a little mix of both. The last thing, how do we actually do it? Well, there's a lot of ways. I mean, you can beg, you can scream, you can threaten. Threatening is always a good one. People say don't threaten. I threaten all the time. First time I talked to EG about this tournament, I said, guys, this is the only land in North America. Are you going to miss it? The only one? Are you going to do that to your community? Because if you fucking ditch this tournament, I'm going to tell every single person that I can that I invited you and you told me to fuck off and you hate America. That's a threat, baby. That's a threat. Did it work? We'll see. Hope so. Anyway, so what do? Me personally, that's how I've spent my entire day. I have been making videos. Begging people to come to my tournament. Is that a good thing to do? It don't feel good, but you know what? I'm passionate about it, so I think it is a good thing to do. Every single tournament, every single team, I made them a video, and I said, guys, let me lay it out to you. Here's why I love your team. Here's why you'd be good at Midas mode. Please come. Here are the dates. It's only 1 day if you lose the entire tournament. It's 2 days if you do really good. It's 3 days if you're right in the middle. Don't be in the middle. Come to the tournament. Fucking throw the tournament. I don't care. The people want to see you. Please. That's it. So that's the only way it's ever worked for me. Excuse me. Now, we made a lot of jokes. We've been having a lot of fun. But I will say that a lot of teams are very, very kind. And they are very good and they work with you. In fact, last year's Midas mode, I don't think I ever mentioned this. The idea itself, the entire formulation, people that taught me everything that I knew about all this stuff came from team managers. They contacted me. They supported me. They said, hey, Slacks, this is how I can connect you with this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So I made a lot of jokes about teams and all that jazz, but to be honest with you, we're all in this community together, and those dudes taught me everything I know about tournament organization and trying to do this part. So, yeah. And a couple of them didn't even do well at the tournament, but they walked me through the entire thing. So Dota community is the best community in the world. Jokes aside, I really hope that the managers that came last year, the people that come this year, we get this locked in. Because, again, I would let's just go over all the ways we could get fucked one more time. You ready for this? The first major of the year decides to have their qualifiers during our tournament. We're boned. We don't end up getting any Tier 1 teams. We're boned. Any one of the sponsors pull out, or we don't get another sponsor, we're boned. Zyori does something gross again. We'll be all right. But he's boned. You see, we got problems. We got stress. But this is the life of a tournament organizer. If you're ever relaxed, if you're ever happy, you're probably being funded by the mafia. So it should always be stressful, always be painful, and the best day of your life is the day that the tournament is fucking over and you say, holy Jesus, we've done it. But every single day until that for the last 9 months should be a goddamn nightmare. And that's when you know you're doing it right. So, anyway, what's coming up next? Well, we've sent messages to as many teams as possible in Wave 1. We're hearing back from people, and hopefully we should get that team list done soon. Next up on our list, we've got to secure talent, which is a whole nother deal. Right now, we're spending a lot of money and time and energy on merchandise. A big part of Midas Mode, I want it to have the best grab bags in the world. I want people to have merch, I want people to have fun, and I want that experience of going and being online to be super special. So we're finishing that. More work on the custom map, more work on the all the Indiegogo perks, the Steam screens. We got to test. We got to get that economy in order. Everything is coming to a head, ladies and gentlemen, and the time has finally come. It is all Midas mode, all the time, and we'll see if we get this mother sucker to be playing. I gotta say, though, I'm very confident. I have confidence in the teams of the Dota 2 world, the Tier 1 teams that, yeah, they are going to play because it's a community-run event, and they care about the community, and they want it to be fun. I have confidence in my crew. I've never worked with a better crew putting on a tournament of my own in the past. I would say I've never worked with a better crew, but I work a lot with the boys from Valve, and they're literally insane. At putting stuff on. So only it is comparable to Valve, the people that I have working with me on this, I will say. And I think the community is still excited. So overall, I think we're still in good shape. Just got to make sure these sponsors stay with us. Got to find another sponsor so we're in the green. We got to get those teams, and we got to get that talent list out, that team list out, and we got to hold everybody accountable. We got to make sure that this goddamn tournament happens. Excuse me. And I got to stop being sick. I've been sick for 10 fucking days. You know, I've never been so sick before that I thought I would die if I was born in a different time. I've been sick before, but I'm like, oh, you know, oh, I'll be okay. This is the first time I've been sick where I think if I didn't have medicine, I would literally die from it. I have to take medicine every 4 hours to reduce my fever, and if I don't, I'm sweating and shaking for 10 days. All right? This shit would have killed me if I was born 100 years ago. But, Daddy, we're in the 21st, baby. I'm making memes instead of dying. Anyway, so, guys, I think the next blog will probably be about what teams we have acquired, if we have acquired all of them. Oh, right, the Chinese teams and the international teams. This is tough. NA teams are very easy to communicate, so are EU, because we all speak the same language. I need to find a way to communicate with our boys across the pond. So, as of right now, we're trying to translate all the videos that I've made today, trying to make versions for our friends across the pond. We need to try to make Russian versions for our boys like VP and the CIS versions. We need to try to make Chinese versions. We need to try to make Filipino versions. Want to get these people into Midas mode. So, anyway, that's a challenge that we're working on right now, and it should hopefully be over soon. I think the next blog post is either going to be about talent, or it's going to be about grab bags, which I'm very excited to talk about. Maybe it'll be about stage design, since we're working on that. VP disbanded. The org didn't disband. Who knows who's on that team? Quite like Complexity. Who knows who's on that team? Here's my email. I love you. God damn it. But, yeah, that should be the next blog post. As always, end this blog, woo, with a 10 to 15 minute Q&A session. Our time starts now. It is currently 3:08 p.m. Twitch chat, you got 10 to 15 minutes to ask me anything. Does Casey play Dota 2? I've seen it once. I was teaching her. She tries. She tries. Casey tries to play a lot of Dota 2. It's just very difficult as a newbie, and the only people that can teach her are pro players or Valve employees, so it's quite difficult. Teaser about new lore Gasm. I would like to do... I'm working on that now. It is going to be about the Void. There's a lot of different things that are... Since my theory was proven, by the way, holy shit, I was right about everything. It was a purple fourth spirit that represented the Void. It confirmed the first loregasm of the color theory. I lost my fucking shit, dudes. But yes, so now we know that there's 4 elements. There's red, green, blue, and the Void. So I want to make a loregasm about the Void. Everything that he needs to answer, the Void spirit, because there's a lot of shit in there. So that is the next loregasm. I'm going to be working on that as soon as I can, which means
Techie's
I'll start in
loregasm
October.
when?
Sorry, guys. Let's see. What servers will teams play on? Servers will play on whatever servers they can. That's a hard question, but there's no cross-regional play. So everyone's stuck in their own region, so we'll figure it out. I don't even know the difference between U.S. East and West. I'm not the right person to ask. Could you stop coughing? I could if I die. Will Casey be there? No. Why would Casey be there? I mean, she wants to buy a fucking ticket. God, how am I going to edit this video? I'm not going to take all these coughs out. Jesus. Has there been no success in local sponsorship hunting? That's a thing. I mean, no. Local sponsors are very difficult. It would make a lot of sense, right? Mom and pop store, throw in some money. But the thing about sponsors is that they all have value. The more sponsor slots you get, the less value a sponsor slot is. A good tournament should have about 4 or 5 max. If you start having this giant list of sponsors, then they each become more meaningless. They all get less screen time, and overall their value for getting in the tournament is less. So yeah, I'm sure a mom and pop shop could throw me like $5,000. That would like be very stressful for them, but hey, they could get at the tournament. Problem is, a sponsor that throws us $1 million, no one did, by the way, you know, they get less value. They have to share screen time with mom and pop who did 5K. So it's very difficult to find people like that. And the problem is that local businesses, they don't have that kind of cash flow to be playing with somebody that's an international business, somebody that can do a lot of, you know, worldwide economics. So, yeah, God damn it. Local thing is pretty tough. But that is unfortunate. Can you just add a donation button for Midas mode? You could, but half the part of me putting on this tournament was to prove that I could. This is like so much fun for me, and it feels like this is what I want to do. Listen, guys, I'm sorry. I'm getting fatter, and I'm getting balder every goddamn day. And soon, you guys will start to realize I am not a cool, kooky, fun young lad. You're going to realize I'm starting to get to be an old fucking crazy person, and that's a lot less funny. So I need to start thinking about my future and what I want to do. And this is a blast for me. I really love working on tournaments. I love working on stuff the community enjoys. As a big part of the last 2 years. Hey, 1/4. You sound like shit. Thanks, buddy. That's why I approached Val and wanted to work on Ti, like because it's like,
here's hoping you
it's
get
what I love to
soon,
do.
buddy.
Making content, making a single video is great because you give something to someone to enjoy. But making an experience, making an atmosphere, that's insane. It's so much bigger than making in front of the camera. In front of the camera is great, but making someone else be amazing in front of the camera and making an experience, it's so much better. So, I don't know. I could have a donation button. I could beg people for money, but I like knowing that I got to do this by myself, that I got to make this by myself. It makes me feel proud. So I like not kind of having that pity shit thrown my way. Although we do have an Indiegogo. So maybe I do like it. Was Omni underused in TI? No. It was just used as the devs wanted him to be used, as a offlaner and a carry, which he should not be. He should be a fucking support. You ruined him. As a ticket holder, anything I can do to lower your stress, just come. You already did what you did. You bought a ticket. You know how goddamn happy that makes me every time I go to the Eventbrite page and I see that people are actually coming to this goddamn tournament? You've done it. You've done, even if you don't go, I'm happy. But please go and have a good time, and that will make me very happy. Who should I pick first in fantasy football? I don't believe in traditional sports. They're dying, and esports will be the future. So you should pick no one, okay? It's gone, baby. Laugh all you want, motherfucker. But 10 years ago when you were watching TV, if I came up to you and said nobody would watch cable and we'd all be on Netflix, you'd say, what's Netflix? All right? Think about it. Will the merch you're talking about be able to be ordered online and shipped? Woo! Betterson McGee, what a great question. Oh, God. We originally were going to do that. One of our sponsors that dropped out was going to do that. But yeah, that is unfortunately no more. So, yep, I'm not sure that we'll be able to do global shipping anymore. Will you make a Fortnite tourney next? No. Why not invite all of C? Trying to spread it out a little bit. I'd like to try to get places around that region, China, C, Australia, to play together. Maybe next year we'll have a full dedicated C, but that means I need to make an extra region, which means I need to make even more money. Can we arm wrestle Black at the venue? Wouldn't recommend it. Favorite ice cream flavor? Mint or coffee. I do a lot of amateur casting. How do you go about finding talent? Ooh, big question, big question. I have to talk about that. You guys got to stop talk. Oh, man, I got to skip stuff. Twitch is erasing things. How would you rate this Ti? Which was your favorite one? Ti9 will always have a place in my heart. That was the first time they let me be on camera. Ti8 will always have a place in my heart. That's the first time where I worked on all the stuff behind the camera, and I thought it was super successful. I thought this Ti was surprisingly really good. Am I crazy? The games were great. The teams were great. Production, I was expecting a Shanghai shit show. I gotta admit, and nothing really bad happened. I mean, honestly, it's comparable to 7 for me. And I was expecting a 4. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see here. Can we set up a portraiture session? The fuck is that? No. Do you think your theory was actually proven right, or the dudes writing the lore decided to throw you a bone? That's a great question. Oh, you guys are going too fast. I stop typing things. Do you have any plans for things that are not bought on the Indiegogo page? Maybe. Some people that are not me are in charge of that. So we will see soon. But I would expect that things should probably be moving there soon. Aegis is almost out of name slots. You think this has complications? I do. I'm not sure that there's going to be more TIs after that. I'm sure there will be. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll have to change it. It won't be the Aegis anymore. Maybe it'll be whatever's the... what's the opposite of Aegis? Sing on. How's Moonduck's health insurance? Not great. There is none. Will you make your own wife buy a ticket? She's probably not going to come. What do you like to see as a hero persona in Dota? I'd like to see Skinny Pudge. That'd be great. Or why don't you include TTS during the tourney? What the hell is that? Guess I'll have to look into that. When are you and Purge doing the Ogre voice pack? Gotta do that. Working on it. Okay, I'm starting to catch up now. How to make Dumbos realize that watching Dota is interesting. Not our job. It's up to Valve. Confirmation if Anna is coming to the tournament. No one is coming to the tournament. No players are coming to the tournament. So no. They're staying home. Ugh.
This is TTS Forcing.
Thank you. Will not get tier 1 teams affect viewership that much? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. In the Dota 2 scene, yes. It will fuck us. It will destroy us. What if I told you that I had Vega Squadron? Would you tune in? Would you tune in to Vega Squadron if I told you I'd give you $10? No. It will fuck us. The Great Confluence is coming. It means 2 rivers meeting. Yes, it will be in the lore Gasm. Gee, oh my God, guys. This is intense. I'm running out of time. Hey, CCNC. Could a mom and pop shop set up a booth inside the arena? Yes, I think that is something that they could do, and I think it actually might happen. There's a little pizza place next to there that I think would be great. Have you tried asking Gabe to buy your hair implants? No. I don't mind how I look. I like how I look. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I didn't. But what do I got to prove? I play video games for a living. I have a smoking hot wife. And we're going to try to have a baby now. I'm going to fucking pound it every day. Life is good. I don't need to have hair implants. I'm a goddamn Chad. Were you behind the Yang is dead meme? A lot of us worked on those skits at TI. I came up with the idea and wrote the script. Oh, God. Oh, God. What's up? Oh, Jesus. We're losing a lot of questions. You guys are going to have to rewrite in those questions, guys. I'm sorry. Basically how it works for TI is I go up to Valve, I say, guys, I have these ideas, can we do them? They say yes, they go through with their writers, they go with their film guys, we film it together, it's a collaborative effort, and it's magical. All the content that we made at TI, I think is really good, but dust of appearance, those are my babies. Director, screenwriter, filmer, storyboarder as much as I can. I do everything, but it really is Valve and us working together to try to make funny stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. EG and VG Gaming. There was supposed to be another one. We didn't actually end up filming it. Team couldn't do it, but saving it for next year, I hope. All right, guys. In the imaginary case that you would have won, what would you actually... What? Oh. Yes. I actually was fully prepared to not play for a year if Wind Ranger won. I was going to stick to it. And, yeah, I had plans. I had ideas. But, yep, didn't happen. You mentioned... Could you please ask Chelsea to do a few interviews or be part of Midas mode? Well, I missed the TI4 videos. Nah. Nah. I think keeping the wife off the camera is a pretty good idea. Imagine being such an NPC you think the crowd made an worse experience for you. That's not a question. Was the Chinese crowd at the final really as bad as it seemed? Ask me anything. They were there. A lot of people thought the Chinese crowd would not show up. They showed up, and they watched it. They were there. So, wrong, haters. Wrong. Do you think Broodmother is happily married? No, she's actually a single mother. Very stressful. Were you behind... Oh, we already answered that one. Text-to-speech? Oh, I see. Yeah, that'd probably be distracting. Do you have any feedbacks for new hero lores? We'll get to that. Loregasm coming. Tusk Loregasm. Interesting request. He has a very bad lore. You getting enough sleep? Yes, I sleep a lot with the fever. In fact, the first day that I got home with the fever, I was only awake for 2 hours at a time, and then I would sleep for 6 hours. It was terrifying. Fuck! Ah, God damn it. Let's see. Would you agree that Purge is underused at Ti9 concerning his talents? Always. I love Purge. He should be on every panel. Goddamn great guy. Always underused. Alright, any other questions here? I will tune into Midas mode regardless of who's playing because it's unique. Thank you! 99% of people will tune in depending on what teams we have. So, I'll see you in there. If no teams agree to come, you and me, pal. You and me and a lot of fucking angry people. Alright. How much did you plan for miscellaneous money helping? Is it helping more than you thought? I didn't really plan on it to be much of anything. If I really wanted the Indiegogo to make a big difference in the mode, I would have promised a lot more and begged a lot more. Really, it was just kind of a cherry on the top scenario where we could try to pay our talent in case sponsors pulled out. If it wasn't for these guys right here, that Indiegogo would be literally the only thing that those talent were making. So, yeah, it was basically a, hey, let's get prepared for somebody to fuck us. I wasn't ready for 3 people to fuck us, but I was ready to get fucked by somebody. Like any good internet floozy. I'm a brat at most. I'll take that. Any SAA teams in Midas mode? Can't confirm, can't deny. Working on stuff. You think Ice Frog will buff techies? Maybe. Slowly but surely. That's how you get the most broken shit. And just a little bit more every time. Is OG overrated? I don't think you can overrate the best team in the world. How could one overrate a 2-time TI winner? I don't understand. They are literally the best team in the world without question. That is unoverratable. Is dead? Yeah, we got that. Would you agree that Purge would... Oh, I thought we did these. Oh, you guys are just repeating them. How hard was it to willingly give up the MVP prize? Very hard. I love you, Yip Dog. Yip Dog in heaven. Love you. Oh my god, the fever's back. I'm not editing this video. Sorry for all the coughs. I haven't been playing Dota for a long time. Missed last year's Midas mode. Can you explain what it is? Oh, Smith the Beast. That's a deep, dark road. I ain't got time for that. Look it up, my friend. Sorry. I'll show up in a Suggs Nugget tee shirt. Please do. Make interviews with the Chinese crowd not cringy. How do you do it? Actually, I will say I was very surprised with how many Chinese people spoke English. And they were a lot of fun. They really were. They were really happy. Big smiles. Taking pictures. They had a great time. It was a lot of fun. Have you ever been to Nepal? No. I would love to. I went to a lot of fans. That's interesting. I would love to go to Nepal. I'd love to go anywhere in the world, man. 5 years ago, I didn't think I'd ever leave Colorado, so I'll go anywhere. Are you feeling okay now? No? No, I'm not. The fever is back. The heat. Do you think black can come back? Yes, black will always come back. Is the money alone worth this fever? Ti is worth this fever, dude. It's my everything. Ti is a celebration of the thing I love most in this world. I'd do that shit for free. Don't tell anyone that, though. They won't pay me anymore. How long does the lore Gasm take to make? That's mostly on me. It takes about like a full day of research. It takes the editor... excuse me. Oh, God. About a month. Excuse me, a couple weeks, 1 or 2 weeks. But if I'm at events, if I'm slowing stuff down, it takes a while. So really, it's all about getting an idea that I think is worthy of the show. I think I could do a loregasm every week if I really wanted to, but they wouldn't be high quality. And it's not a lore meeting. It's not a lore excitement. It's a gasm, baby. It's supposed to shake the very foundation of lore. So they take a while because I want them to be good. Oh, fucking A. My brain. If you could make a change to the major system, what would you do? Great question. I think the first step would be to rigorously proofread people before they get to have majors or minors. Shout out to GESC. I don't think anyone will ever be paid for that tournament, and I think it's a goddamn embarrassment. So that's number one. I'd have someone that's actually looking at those things and making sure that it's happening. So, for those of you going to the event, did you secure any hotel deals? I really tried. I tried to make the time for it, but I just really haven't. I went to the venue, and they said they had some hotel deals. Half of them said they did, half they didn't. I guess there's still time to try to do that. But honestly, there's a lot of hotel options. And I think it's a little late to try to do that now with only 20 days before the event, but that is a regret. I should have done that, and I really wish I had time, but dedicating like 3 or 4 days to driving around to different hotels and talking to people is, it was tough. Didn't make time for it. Big regret. Maybe next year. You should sell. Okay? Sell what? Why is Circadine blue and silver in the art? He's the lighting. He's blue. More Meepo lore. That Meepo lore is good. Artifact Meepo lore is sick. Will OG be there? Well, that's up to OG. What hero needs a buff? Techies. What hero needs a nerf? Wind Ranger. Tell Ice Frog to nerf TP to Shrine. What? Okay. I'm starting to fade here pretty hard, boys. How many more of these goddamn questions do we have? Do you think Valve needs to standardize particles in broadcast? How are they going to sell hats like that? How tall are you? 6'4", 6'5". Can you peg Valve for an AUS map? Or an IKEA theme? What? How are we going to get a good all-star match? I got ideas, baby. I got ideas. Not a question, just wishing you to get better. Thanks. All-star matches, more viewery. I got ideas. Boys! I want to get deep. I want to get deep in that Ti9. I want to get deep. I want to plan more. They let me do content over there. I want to do show design. I got ideas. Okay, beer with you next TI? Sure, I love beer. Seb, come back and go to what? Can I tell you guys something? Look it up. You know the first tournament that Seb played for in OG? Yeah, it's a little tournament called fucking Midas mode, baby. One of the OG guys couldn't make it, and they made Seb play. That was the first recorded pro game of Seb was in Midas mode 1. I'm a fucking kingmaker, baby. I made that team. All right, that was my, not idea, but it happened to my tournament, which means I did it. You're welcome, OG. You're fucking welcome. Crystal Mandarin, thank you. If anyone forgets how to sneeze, can't, what? All right, anything else? What pro player do you get along with the best? Ooh, there's a lot of really good ones. There's a lot of good pro players. The best? I don't know. It's like saying, like, who's your bestest best friend? I don't know. It's really, who's a pro player? Is Fogg a pro player? I don't know. Cinder a pro player? I don't know, man. Okay, did you learn some Chinese? What ting da dong? I did. Go lie down, please. That's not a question. Hazmat suit for Midas mode. I'll be better by then. All right. What else we got? Don't answer. Why do you guys keep just telling me not to answer questions and then you tell me to sleep? It'd be oh, Sir Sadim, you'd be able to Midas enemies and take away their money. That'd be so fucking sick. Get well soon. Have you met Ice Frog? No comment. Will Bulldog be there? No. I invited him. His visa issue's still fucked up. Whoa, the group chat? Nothing. Dude, that wings shit, the hot wings sketch, I did 4 of those. I ate every wing that those motherfuckers ate in the hot wing sketch on the same day, back to back. My anus was gone. It was a terrible thing, and I didn't know anyone. All I could do was talk about it in the WhatsApp chat. It was the worst day of my life. All-star match at Betway Midas mode. Nope, no time. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, guys. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Can you do Anger Mania? Some lore pot? Anger Mania is great. Check out our lore channel. She's great. Casters versus players. It's been done, but we'll do it again. We'll cast Midas mode next week. Any Oreos is good for daddy. Dankest weed? I don't smoke. Elimination mode and Midas mode change the meta. What? Invite Black. Oh, I think he needs to recover. I'm not sure he'll ever work for Moonduck again, my friend. Okay. Oh, we're almost done. Can I help your CIS translation? Send me an email. I'll love it. Will Gork be invited? I'll talk about it in the talent video. Have you spoken to your PDM about Proposia? What the fuck? I don't know 3 words in that sentence. All right. We're done. Thank you, everybody, for watching Midas Mode Dev Blog. Hopefully we get these teams, bros. Hopefully we get some confirmations for you next week. And hopefully I am not sick anymore. We have, since the beginning of the video to the end, I have done all that I can. I will see you as soon as I can for another one. I'm not editing this video. I'm slapping it on. Enjoy the coughs, baby. Disgusting. See you bastards later. Have a great day.